Hey guys, it's Steven from Nexus, and I'm with Spencer today. And we're bringing to you, hopefully, an interactive friend-to-friend conversation that will deal with some very serious conversations that maybe you've had in the past or maybe you will have in the future. We know through the COVID-19 pandemic that sometimes this has caused a variety of issues for people, and hard conversations are sometimes needed. And so through this interactive thing that Spencer is going to walk through with you, you are going to learn and discuss on how to navigate through having these hard conversations with your friends, or maybe your friends have gone through this and they will have this conversation with you. So here at Nexus, we've partnered with Cognito, and we usually typically show this in class, and we have a lot of discussion. And so because we can't do that right now because the school's not being in session, we've actually got a couple students from Amador County that are participating and giving us their insight today. So we're super thankful for them and super appreciative of you guys taking the time to watch this. Again, this is through Cognito and one of the interactive things. And so Spencer is going to be sharing with you the rest of the time here.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Michael, and this is my friend Anna.
Hey.
We're seniors at Central High, and we made this so you can learn some ways to help friends who are going through a hard time.
Because we've both been there. You want to talk about what you went through?
Yeah. I didn't like talking about it at first, but it's gotten a lot easier. So, back when I first made the soccer team, we were practicing every day. Plus, money was pretty tight at home, so I got this part-time job at a pet store. Between all that and school, it was a lot. So then one day before a soccer game, I suddenly got really dizzy, like I was going to puke or something, and I felt like I couldn't even breathe. And that happened a couple of times.
Then he talked to his coach about it.
Yeah, my coach noticed something was up, and he asked if everything was okay. I told him I didn't know what was going on because, I wasn't sick. And he said it's not just about how healthy your body is that makes you feel good or bad. It's also about how healthy your mind is, how you're doing emotionally and socially.
Your mental health.
Right. Your mental health affects your physical health. Like sometimes when you're sad or down, you feel tired or don't have energy to do things. It affects a lot of other things too. How you think, work, cope with stress, make choices, act with people.
Just like how everyone gets sick or injured at some point, everyone deals with a mental health issue at some point too. Sometimes it's caused by big things, like someone in your family might die or you might break up with someone. Other times, it could be a bunch of little things that build up. And even other times, there might be no obvious reason at all. Sometimes people just get sick, even though they take care of themselves really well. It's the same with mental health.
Whatever it is, it doesn't mean you're crazy or weak or less smart. And just like how there are ways to feel better when you have a physical problem, like medicine or physical therapy, there are ways to improve your mental health too.
Yeah, you can talk to friends or people who care about you, learn ways to keep yourself calm, maybe even talk to a doctor or counselor. Sometimes it's easy to feel better again, and other times it takes a while.
What happened with me was that I was under so much stress that it was making me feel really anxious and panicky. My coach suggested I talk to the counselor at school about it.
Were you into that?
Not at first, but I gave it a try. The counselor helped me think of ways to cut down my stress, and she didn't judge me or anything. She just sort of let me talk it through.
So Michael had that happen our sophomore year. Now, flash forward to about 6 months ago. That's when something similar happened with me. And I went through a hard time. But Michael was a really good friend. He stuck with me and helped me talk it out. And that's what inspired us to make this. In case anyone else out there is feeling stressed or sad or whatever and doesn't know what to do. Or if you have a friend who's feeling that way and you want to help. We'll also talk about what you should do if you're worried that a friend might hurt themselves.
It's definitely not your responsibility to solve all your friends' problems. But if you notice that a friend is acting different, or you have a feeling in your gut that something just isn't right with them, it's cool to check in, talk to them about it, and help them get some support.
You can connect them with someone who can help, or tell an adult you trust that you're concerned about your friend.
Okay, guys. So throughout this
entire activity, we will be playing the part of Michael. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, ask our young people who have volunteered to participate with us today. I will ask them questions as to how we want to go ahead and respond to different things. Let me pause this real quick. I will ask them questions how we want to go ahead and respond to things, and then they will be making the choices for us. And all I'll be doing, you won't see me on camera, I'll be kind of behind the scenes here, just clicking their answers as we go along. Okay, let's go ahead and get started now.
Anna and I made a simulation.
Based on a conversation we had a few months ago. Things at home had really fallen apart, and I was sort of a mess. Snapping at everybody, not answering anyone's texts, posting sad song lyrics all over the internet. It was... yeah.
In the simulation, you'll play my part, and you'll talk to Anna. You want to see if you can help her open up about what's going on, try to understand what she's going through, and connect her with someone who can help. Here we are by the soccer field after school one day. I figured this would be a good time to talk since it was quiet and no one was around to eavesdrop or interrupt us.
Hey, wait, you look taller here. How'd you do that?
Anyway, we've got a few hints on how to do really well in this simulation. To achieve your goals, you need to do 4 things.
Number 1, ask questions, especially open-ended questions that need more than a yes or no response. This is the best way to understand what I'm going through and make me feel like you care. Next, summarize. When you summarize in your own words what I said about what's going on or how I'm feeling without being judgmental, then I know you're really listening and that you do want to understand. It makes me want to talk more about it. Number 3, don't criticize. No one likes to be criticized. It doesn't make me want to keep talking to you. Instead, stick to the facts and keep it neutral. And number 4, avoid giving advice. Okay, so this one is tricky. I know sometimes you really think you know what's best for someone, and you want to tell them what you think they should do. And if they ask you for advice, or if it's not a sensitive topic, go for it. But if your friend didn't ask for your input, and it is a sensitive issue, you need to be really careful about advice. Avoid it altogether if you can, or soften it, like this. So keep those 4 things in mind, and you'll earn points and badges. Ready? Let's get started. So I was watching you guys play out there. Nice assist.
Hey, thanks. So what's up? Just watching practice?
Yeah. Had some free time before I pick up my sisters. You guys are looking good.
Oh yeah? See anyone you thought looked really good? Like maybe Lucas Miller?
Shut up, Michael.
Anyway, glad to see you out here chilling. Seemed like you were pretty stressed out at lunch. Things with Robbie got kinda intense.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to get mad at Robbie. It's just he was being so annoying, going on and on about his math test. I just couldn't take it anymore. He just doesn't get it, you know?
Okay, guys, so remember your 3 goals. Help Anna open up, try to understand what she's going through, and then connect her with someone who can help. So we're going to see we're going to hit this to talk. And so we have 2 options here, make an observation or get info. So participant 1, based on what she just said about her interaction with Robbie, what do you think we should do? Make an observation or get info?
I think maybe you should observe how she's really feeling and then get some more info.
Okay. Participant 2, what do you think?
I think we should get the info first to be able to find out a little more what's going on, to be able to help and be able to observe more.
Okay. And participant 3?
I think that we should get info to help to know what she's dealing with to help her.
Okay. So we're going to go with a majority rules here thing. So 2 out of 3, we're going to go with get info, okay? Now we have 2 options underneath get info of what to say. So we could say something's up, you got to tell me what's going on. Or we could say, what do you mean Robbie doesn't get it? Participant 1, what do you think we should say there?
I definitely think we should say, what do you mean Robbie doesn't get it? Because
Participant
if
2?
you say, no, okay.
Ooh,
I agree. I think we should do the what do you mean Robbie doesn't get it.
Okay. And participant 3?
I also agree.
Okay, we'll go with that.
What do you mean when you say Robbie doesn't get it?
I mean, it's annoying to listen to him complain about a stupid test when I have actual stuff going on, you know? But obviously I'm not going to tell him about it.
What's been going on? You want to talk about it?
Just my older sister being awful, being herself, and everyone else just has to deal with it.
She's acting up again?
Yeah, she's like drinking too much all the time or coming home high. My parents are screaming at her, she's screaming at them, and I have to take care of my little sisters and try to keep them from hearing all the screaming.
All right, good job, guys. So now we have 2 more options, make an observation. Now there you can see your options of what to say underneath that, or summarize. And there's 3 options there. So participant 1, what do you think we should do? Make an observation or should we summarize?
I think we should make an observation.
Okay. Participant 2?
I think we should summarize.
Okay. And participant 3?
I think that we should make an observation.
Okay. So we'll go best 2 out of 3 there. So we have 2 things we could say. You've been posting sad song lyrics online. How are you doing? Or you've been posting some really horrible, depressing stuff online. How are you doing? Participant 1, which one do you think we should say there?
You've been posting sad song lyrics online. How are you doing?
Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
We'll go with that one.
You know, I've been noticing some of your posts online with the song lyrics.
Yeah, I've really been getting into this band, River of Tears.
Yeah, I like them too. But, I mean, the lyrics you post are really sad and I don't know. How are you doing?
Well, that's just how I've been feeling, you know? Like, my life kind of sucks. And then I have to hear Robbie whining about some stupid test. It's just so annoying.
Good job, guys. So we've helped Anna open up about her problems that she's dealing with. And so next we'll focus on goal number 2, which is to try to understand what she's going through. Remember, it's really important during this part to try to be a good listener. If you think she needs some outside help, you can connect her when you're ready. But remember, first, we're trying to understand what she's going through before we try to connect her with help. So good job there. So we have quite a few more choices here this time. So we can get info. There you can see the things we can say under that. We could give advice to her, share an experience, or we could summarize. So out of those 4 choices, participant 1, what do you think we should go with?
Share experience.
Okay. Participant 2?
I think we should get info.
Okay. And participant 3?
Yeah, I think we should get info.
Okay, so we'll go with get info. Now there's 2 options there. I don't think I'd be able to manage to do it. How do you manage? Or so things are tough at home. How's everything else? So which one do you guys want to go with? Participant 1?
I think I want to go with the first one.
The first one? Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
Okay. And participant 3?
I also agree.
All right, we will go with the top one then.
I only have one little brother, and I don't think I'd be able to spend that much time with him. How are you doing it?
I'm just trying to stay out of it, you know? Like locking myself in my room when I don't have to deal with my sisters because it's the only place I can be alone and have some quiet.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's just the way it is, and it's not going to change. Sometimes I wish I could just disappear, you know? Just not be here anymore, not have to deal with my messed up life.
All right, that was a pretty serious thing she just said there. Again, we have 4 options. We could get info. We could give advice. We could summarize. Or we can connect. So what do you guys think we should do here? Participant 1?
I think we should get info.
Okay. Participant 2?
I think we should summarize.
And participant 3?
I was thinking about summarizing too.
Okay, let's see what it says under summarize. Okay, so I will give you guys the one piece of advice that I give everybody in class when we do this activity with them. And that piece of advice is when somebody says something along the lines of, I wish I could just disappear, you do not want to ignore that. You want to address it. So I think here we should get info. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll choose which one do we want to say. So there's a top one. When you said you want to disappear, do you mean you don't want to live? Or when you say you want to disappear, you don't mean suicide, right? Which one do you think we should go with there? Participant 1?
I think number 1 again.
Okay. Participant 2?
I think we should go with the second one.
Okay. And participant 3?
I think we should go with the first one.
The first one. Okay. So we have 2 for the first one, so we'll go with that.
When you said you want to disappear, do you mean you don't want to live anymore? Like, have you thought about wanting to die?
What? No, I'd never do something like that. Besides, what would happen to my little sisters if I were gone?
Yeah, they'd be lost, that's for sure.
Literally, they can barely cross the street without me.
So that's a really good job right there, guys. And as you can see, it says, when a friend says something that worries you, like, I wish I could disappear, it's important to ask if they're thinking about harming themselves. Asking won't put the idea in their head. It was thought of for a long time that if you ask me if they're thinking about suicide or ending their life, it'll give them the thought of doing it. If you hear something like, I wish I could disappear, that thought may already be there. So it's really important to address that and ask them about it. So very good job there. Also, it says here, if they say yes, immediately connect them to an adult who can help. You can also tell them about the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 1-800-273-8255, or chat at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Both are very good resources. And there we go. You encourage Anna to talk and got a better understanding of what she's going through. Now, when we're ready, we can move on to goal number 3, which is connected with someone who can help. And so Anna just had a thought bubble pop up, so we'll listen to what she's thinking in her head.
I guess disappear sounded kind of dramatic. Didn't mean to scare you, but at least you can.
So very nice. She's happy that you guys asked, and it makes her feel like you're starting to understand that you care about her. Okay, so we have 3 more options here. We can share an opinion, and you can see what the option to say there is there. You can summarize, 2 options there, or we can connect. Now, participant 1, out of those 3 options, what do you think we should go with?
I think we should probably go with connect.
Okay, participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
All right, we'll go with connect. There's 2 options there. Have you thought about talking to someone, or I think you should get some help? Which one do you guys think we should go with? Participant 1?
I think we should go with the have you thought about talking to someone?
Okay, participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
Alrighty, we'll go with the first one.
Have you thought about talking to someone about this?
Trying to get rid of me?
You got me. I'm kidding. You know I'm here for you if you want to talk. But someone else, maybe someone at the school, might have a better idea of what you could do or how you could talk to your parents about this.
I don't know. I feel weird talking to someone else about my family's problems. And it's not like they're going to fix it anyway.
So it says here, it might be good to talk to Anna a little more before connecting with someone else. It might make her more open to your suggestion. Plus, it'll increase your score. If you want to keep talking, undo this choice. So we'll go ahead, we'll undo this choice, and we'll choose something else. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going to move back. Yes. So we'll move back one here. So we're not going to go with connect yet. I think it might be too early for connect. So do you guys think share opinion or summarize? Participant 1?
I think we should probably go with summarize.
Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
Me too.
Alrighty. So 2 options there. Sounds like it's hard to get away from the stress and relax. Or the second option is sounds like you're stressing way too much. What do we want to go with? The first one or second one? Participant 1?
First one.
And participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
All right, we'll go with the first one.
Sounds like it's hard to get away from everything that's going on. Like, it's hard to just relax.
Yeah, relaxing? What's that? Even when I'm alone, I'm always like scared for my little sisters. And for Maya too. Like, I'm mad that she's causing all this drama, but I'm also worried about what's going on with her. She's my sister, you know? We used to be like pretty close. Hard to imagine that now.
All right, so we have 3 more options here. Share an opinion. You seem like you might be depressed. You summarize. Seems like the stuff with Maya has been going on a long time. Or we can connect. Now remember, we already kind of realized that we connected a little too early. So which of those do you want to go with, guys? Participant 1?
Summarize.
Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
And 3?
Me too.
All right. So it seems like this stuff with Maya has been going on a long time. We'll go with that.
So this stuff with Maya has been going on a long time.
Yeah, well, it's been on and off, but the latest has been for a month, maybe 2.
That's a really long time.
It feels like forever.
I'm actually kind of impressed that you've been keeping it together so well.
If you call this keeping it together, then sure, I guess.
Okay, so she has thought bubbles come up again. Let's see what she's thinking.
It's kind of nice to be admired for trying to help.
Okay, so again, we can share our opinion here, or we can connect. So we've done some more talking. Do you guys think you're ready to connect her yet, or do you guys want to share your opinion? Participant 1?
I think I'm ready to connect.
Okay, participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
Okay, we will go with that. You want to go with the one you said before? Have you thought about talking to someone?
Well, yeah, I do.
Participant
I
2?
agree.
Okay.
I think we should too.
And participant 3?
Me too.
Okay, we'll go with that top one again.
Have you thought about talking to someone about this?
I mean, not really. You think that would actually help?
Yeah, it could. I mean, maybe someone at the school might have a better idea of what you could do or how you could talk to your parents about this.
Maybe you're right. But I don't know, like, who would I talk to?
Okay, good job. So you have her thinking about it. So we have 2 options here. We can summarize where it says, sounds like you think it might be awkward, still talking to my coach, help me. Or we can connect. Who do you trust that you could talk to? Or you should definitely talk to an adult or something, someone who knows how to deal with this stuff. So participant A, you think we should summarize or connect?
Connect.
Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I also agree.
Okay, so we will connect. Do you guys want to go with the top one, the first one or the second one? Participant 1?
I'd like to go with the first one.
Participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
Me too.
All right, we'll go with the top one.
Can you think of any adult that you'd want to talk to?
I used to be pretty close with Mrs. Mackey, my English teacher from last year, but it still might be awkward.
Come on, it might not be that weird. You were one of her favorite students.
All the more reason why I don't want her to see me as the weird girl with problems.
I'm sure she knows everyone has problems sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, let's see what she's thinking here.
I never thought about that. I guess there are other adults I could talk to besides my parents.
So that's good. You guys are getting her thinking about other adults in her life that she can trust. That's always a good thing. So we have two options again. Summarize. Sounds like you think it might be awkward. Still talking to my coach helped me. But we go with connect again. You should definitely talk to someone. Definitely talk to an adult or something. Someone who knows how to deal with this stuff. Participant 1, you think we should summarize or connect?
I think we should summarize.
Okay. And participant 2?
I agree.
Okay. And participant 3?
Me too.
All right, we will go with that.
Sounds like you think it might be awkward. When I was going through my thing a while ago, I talked to my soccer coach. And it was actually pretty okay to talk to someone who wasn't like all up in my business. Someone smart.
He didn't lecture you or tell you what to do?
Nah, he just listened. And then I talked to the school counselor. She helped me figure out how to balance my school and sports and everything else. And also how to handle my stress.
Well, that'd definitely be better than talking to my parents.
Good. Thought bubble one more time. See what she's thinking.
Wow, he actually talked to a few people about his problems. And it worked for him. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we have one option. So we have, what do you think about talking to the school counselor? Or you should definitely talk to an adult or something, someone who knows how to deal with this stuff. Participant 1, you think we should go with the first one or the second one there?
Probably the second one.
Okay. Participant 2?
I think we should go with the first one.
Okay. And participant 3?
Me too.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. Sorry.
Okay. We will go with the first one. That's 2 out of 3.
So, what would you think about talking to the school counselor? It's all confidential. She's not going to tell your parents or anything unless she thinks you're in danger or something.
Really?
That's usually the rule, but you should ask her just to make sure. You know, before you tell her all of your secrets.
Thought bubble one more time.
Maybe it would be cool to talk to someone older and wiser like that.
All right, let's see what our options are here. So we can ask opinion. You can see what it says there. We can offer support, or we can connect. Of those 3 options, participant 1, which one do you think we should do?
Offer support.
Okay. Participant 2?
I agree.
And participant 3?
I agree.
Okay, so we will go with, I can walk you over there tomorrow.
I can walk you over if you want, so you don't have to go alone. Maybe tomorrow?
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to do that.
No, it's no problem. We have the same free period tomorrow. We could go then.
That's true. I guess I could check it out for a little bit. But then I really need to get some homework done.
Okay. How about I meet you at your locker and we walk over together?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, there's 2 more points. Offering to walk there with Anna made her feel more supported. Good job.
Awesome. I feel like that went really well. It was cool how you asked me questions and summarized what I was telling you. It seemed like you really wanted to understand what I was going through. Just being able to talk it out made me feel less stressed. You were right to realize that even though I could talk to friends like Michael about my stress, ultimately the 2 of us weren't going to be able to solve my problem, and someone else might have a better idea of what to do. You brought up talking to someone else in a cool way, by asking if I'd ever thought about it, instead of giving strong advice like you need to talk to someone. The way you said it actually got me thinking about it. It was also good that you asked me who I wanted to talk to and found out that I'd be into talking to my English teacher. Because there's no one person that everyone will feel comfortable talking to. Some people might want to talk to the counselor, and others might prefer going to their favorite teacher, or a principal, or vice principal, or maybe even a coach or a club advisor. Of course, some people prefer just to talk with their family members, like a parent or older sibling. These can be good options. I ended up talking to my English teacher, Miss Mackey. She really seemed to listen and get what I was going through. And I also talked to the counselor at school. I didn't really expect it to help. I kind of thought counseling was only for people who really couldn't deal or something. But I was wrong. She was really helpful. You could tell she talked to a lot of kids about family issues or problems with school or friends before, and she knew how to be cool about it. She helped me figure out some ways to cope and some ways to talk to my parents about how I was feeling. Say your friend is struggling but just doesn't want to be connected to resources like this. What do? If you're worried that a friend is in danger of hurting themselves or someone else, it's important to tell an adult yourself. I know, you might be thinking, no way my friend would get so mad at me. That's possible, but I try to think of it like this. I'd rather risk making my friend upset for a little while than risk them getting hurt. Getting them the help they need is really the best thing you can do as a friend.
All right, guys, that is a very, very good score there. As you can see, that's only 50 points off of a perfect score. So you guys did a really good job. You guys got all gold badges. So really great job there. So it says ask questions. The best way you can understand what a friend is going through and show you care is to ask questions, especially open-ended ones. You can show your listening by summarizing in your own words what your friend says about what's going on and how they feel. You stick to the facts and you keep it neutral so you weren't judgmental, which can make your friend want to stop talking to you. And also, you avoid giving advice. So they didn't ask for your input, and it's a sensitive topic. Avoid giving advice, soften it, or ask them what they think would work. So very good job there, guys. That's probably one of the best I've seen.
So how do you know if you should talk to a friend and see if they need some support like that?
Well, everyone has ups and downs. But if you notice a big change in how your friend's acting, like if they're getting mad all the time, telling you they're sleeping a lot more or less, crying, it's always good to ask them if something's up. Here are some other signs a friend might be struggling. Also, signs like these could mean a friend may be thinking about suicide and needs help.
If you're ever worried that a friend might be thinking about suicide, ask them directly about it. Like, are you thinking about suicide? Asking won't put the idea in their head. If they say yes, or if you're still worried about them, connect them to an adult immediately. You can also give them the number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or even call yourself for advice. It's totally free and confidential, and they have support available 24/7.
Remember, everyone feels stressed or sad or less mentally healthy at some point. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone.
Yeah, good mental health is something we all have to work on. Here's some things Michael and I do. We all go through stuff sometimes. So if you're having a hard time, I hope this has made you feel like you can talk to someone about it. Anyone you trust. Or reach out to a friend that you're worried about.
All of this info is in the main menu in the toolkit. It's got a summary and a list of local and national resources for students. There's also a survey you should take to let us know how we can make this simulation even better.
And then you can print your certificate of completion.
Thanks for joining us today.
Okay, guys, so that was the end of the presentation. Our youth that helped us today did a really, really good job, actually. I think probably the best score I've ever seen, almost a perfect score, which is really, really good. They did a great job following the instructions, going through, meeting the criteria and everything like that. So we really hope this video helped you out and gave you some tools that you may need to speak to a friend that may be having troubles. If you have any more questions or ever need to talk to somebody, Steven and I are always available. You can reach us at 257-1980. My extension is 116. Steven's extension is 114. And as always, you can check out our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Nexus Youth and Family Services. All right, guys, stay healthy and stay safe.